Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Carlos Wade. This is Carlos Wade Music, and today we're going to be talking about my 1965 Gibson LG1. What's going on, my beautiful renegades? If you're a fan of the channel, then you know that about 3 weeks-ish ago, I released a video about my 1965 Gibson LG1, about how it's super old, it needed to be sent in for some TLC, and it was a video of that, basically. Well, the time has come, the guitar is finally back, and it's right here, and I'm just excited to tell you the outcome of this guitar. Obviously, spoiler alert, it's freaking awesome. So this is my 1965 Gibson LG1. I do not have a name for her, so let me know in the comments down below, what should this beautiful guitar's name be? Look at this thing. Look at this. Everything is 100% original from the Gibson factory from 1965 except for two things. One of those things is the set of strings that's on this right now, and the other one is the frets, which we'll get into a little bit later. Other than that, everything else is 100% original. This thing means the world to me. So if you didn't watch the previous video, all you need to know is that basically this guitar is super old, it needed some TLC, and I found a guy here local to San Antonio that was highly recommended. But if you want to check out the video, I got it linked down below. So let's talk about what Rick did. With this being a 1965, the frets were absolutely worn down, never been swapped out before, so that was the first thing that I had him do. Refret, and that also included a fret level, of course. And I tell you what, if you have a dull playing acoustic, just swap out the frets. It's worth the money. This thing plays like a dream. Honestly, probably one of the best acoustic guitars I've ever played before. It feels so smooth. It's not a shredder, obviously. It's a acoustic, but it just feels so good on the fingers. It also needed a basic setup really bad. The neck was twisted, and it wasn't like crazy twisted or anything like that. It was just enough to make the intonation go out. The action was a little bad. It was just a lot of everything basically that was bad with this guitar. Before sending it in, the guitar was playable. It just didn't feel good and it didn't sound good. He did a basic setup on there, and honestly, the action height for me is still a little bit higher than what I'm used to, but I'd imagine that from the factory in 1965, that's exactly how it was set up. There were other options we could have done that he actually advised against, but one thing that he did mention that he could have done is taken this bridge and literally just shave layers off to lower the height of the bridge to fix the action height for me, to, you know, be more comfortable for my taste. But I wanted to keep this thing as original as possible, so we didn't touch anything. Another thing that needed to be fixed was this pick guard right here. So about halfway up, this bottom half was lifted up off of the guitar itself, and you could put your fingers underneath it and kind of almost pull on it. Obviously, it's not supposed to be like that, so what he actually did was he heated it up, stretched it out, and glued it back down. He was able to preserve the original pick guard from 1965, put it back on the guitar, and yeah, this thing, I'm so glad that he was able to do that. And lastly, you'll notice that this body of the guitar is it's got fingerprints everywhere. It's got scratches. I'm not sure if the camera can actually pick this up, but this thing is just absolutely, it's just old. And one thing that he did mention is that he could actually clean this up to make it all nice and shiny again, but I honestly didn't want to ruin the paint. He was explaining to me that the paint that they used way back in the day actually cracks over time, so that's what all this cracking looks like. and honestly, to me, I think that looks absolutely gorgeous, so I wanted to keep it this exact same way. He did not touch this, he did not clean it, he didn't. The only thing that I do to actually wipe this down or to clean it is I just get a microfiber cloth and just wipe it down. If fingerprints stay on it, hey, fingerprints stay on it. That's that. But this is going to be in my family until the end of time. I will be homeless, and this will be the roof over my head before I sell this guitar. So if you're local to San Antonio or surrounding areas and you have a guitar or bass that needs to be worked on, please go see Rick. I got his information linked down below in the description box, so go check out his page, give it a thumbs up, and thank you, Rick. I mean, this thing is, it's a dream to play again. I absolutely love it. I'm excited. It's gotten me excited about playing acoustic guitars again. I do have other acoustics that are newer and electric and all that kind of stuff, but for me personally, there's nothing that beats an old school acoustic guitar with a mic on the 12th fret. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.